Check one, two, check one, two. Hey, there I am. What's going on, everybody? BrettMan from Good Real Hunting here on another episode of Fright Bites Live, pretty much the show where you get to ask me anything you want. We've already done 16 of those, including this one, so very, very happy with all the results that I've been getting with this show, and we're only going to try to get better with it. So hopefully you all are having a great Wednesday. We are officially at that hump day. So let's get to it and see who is all in the chat, because I'm going to need your all's help today. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't send my whole. I got to send my tradition real quick. So I'm sorry, chat, because I know you are usually waiting for me to post the little human in the car, and I totally forgot to hit it. So I had it ready, just forgot to hit it. I screwed up. My bad. So let's say hello to everybody. We got Ashton Luck. What's going on there, Ashton? Just reminding people to don't forget to slash that like button to subscribe and to share the stream, especially tomorrow night. We begin a new era of Good Real Hunting with our very first new renovated Good Real Live. So all the Good Reels in the past, forget the past, as Randy says from Scream 3. It's like, forget the past. We're done with the past. We're using what we've learned for just five strong, fun years, and we're going to turn it into what we know of it to make it even better than Good Real Hunting has ever been before. So you do not want to miss tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, when we tackle a tier list for the Halloween franchise. So that's a big way to kick it off. We want you to join us because there will absolutely be voting opportunities. See here, we got Chester. What's going on there, Chester? How are you doing? Ask me how I'm doing. I'm doing really good. I'm going to go see Predator Badlands tonight for an early screening. I'm very excited for it because I'm, to my surprise, been hearing a lot of good things about it. So I'm going to go see it tonight, and then this Saturday at 6:15 in the evening time, I will be on Braden Timmons' channel, where me, Braden, and Misael will all be talking about everything about Predator Badlands. So be sure to go see Predator Badlands, which the official release starts tomorrow. So you'll have tomorrow, Friday, and early Saturday to go see that movie. Then you'll hop on Braden Timmons' channel, and all three of us will be talking about Predator Badlands, what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, everything you can imagine about the Predator franchise we'll talk about. Lamantra, what's going on there, Lamantra? How are you doing? So far, so good with me. Gory Tiger, what's going on there, Gory? We got Gene Whitcomb. What's going on there, Gene? Gene, I always like saying your name, Gene Whitcomb. Like I just love saying your name. So it's good to see you in the chat. So let's see here. Y'all are talking about football talks and why your teams haven't signed anybody. I can join you right then and there. So there we go. Ooh, Gene, we got to talk about this real quick. Hi, Brett. I finally saw Dr. Sleep on Netflix, and I liked it. Let's go. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Gene, ask me this. Was it the director's cut, or was it just a regular cut? Because if it was the regular cut, it's still really good, but I think that director's cut just adds a little bit more to it that just makes the whole experience excellent. So if you saw the regular one and you liked it, great. So I'm going to challenge you, if you can, if able, to watch the director's cut, and I'm hoping that it will turn from a like it to I love it. So, but Gene, I am glad that you liked your experience with Dr. Sleep. We got Jamie Hart. What's going on there, Jamie? How are you doing? We got Melissa. What's going on there, Melissa? How are you doing? Ashton, thank you for sharing channel links. Who else we got in here? We got yo, Adrian. How you doing? What's going on there, Adrian? How's your good self? Myself is really good, and it's even better. I'm getting to hang out with you all on my lunch break, giving me something to do versus just sit here on TikTok for 55 minutes. I'd rather hang out with you all for 55 minutes, or at this point, 50 minutes. I'd rather want to hang out with you all. This here, we got the lovely Brooke. What's going on there, Brooke? How are you doing? Hopefully all's going well with you. Let's see here. Let's see here. Melissa, hanging in there today. Oh, Melissa, I'm so sorry to hear that news. I am so sorry. Thought our thoughts with you, Melissa. If there's anything you need from us, just let us know. We're with you, Melissa. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's see here. Who else we got here? Jamie says, the weather looks nice where you're at, Brett. It's windy and cold here. Well, Jamie, if you can send all that back down here in East Tennessee, I would appreciate it. As you can tell, yeah, really beautiful day. Hopefully, I'm not blinding you all. Beautiful day, even though I've been kind of enjoying the cold weather. So if it can come back, I would appreciate it. Let's see here. We got Courtney Reed. What's going on there, Courtney Reed? How are you doing? Saying, here's a fun fact. The Washington Redskins / Commanders have not defeated the Kansas City Chiefs since September the 8th of 1983. Courtney Reed, if Davey Defray joins us in the chat here today, share that fact with him because I'm sure he would love to learn something really interesting on that. Even though can't say much, the Kansas City Chiefs, I didn't say we sucked, but we do what we always do is we lose to Buffalo in the regular season. But if you know the history of these past couple of years, if Buffalo sees us in the playoffs, they are in trouble. So we're going to be okay. We're on the bye week this weekend. And then once we come back from the bye week, we're going to go on a run and prove to the world and prove to the NFL how we are a dangerous Super Bowl contender. Ooh, Adrian, fireworks are going off. Well, hopefully they are not too loud where you can get a good night's sleep. Let's see here. Let's see here. What else we got here? Yeah, thank you all for the encouraging words to Melissa in the chat. Thank you so much for that. Let's see here. We got Dean Renner. What's going on there, Dean? How are you doing? Hopefully all is going well with you. Let's see here. Not seeing anything else at the time. If I see something else, I will be sure to address it when I can. Or if anybody new joins us in the chat, I will be sure to say my hellos with you. And just a little fair warning, when we start the new era tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern time, I will be going so much more quicker on the chat of saying hellos. And so if I feel like I'm ignoring you or I'm accidentally miss you, it's not done with intent. It's just done by accident. So it's just a little new thing we're trying tomorrow night with everything we've learned. So if we don't address the chat as much, which trust me, there will be opportunities for us to address the chat, we will. But just to kind of like pause, like as we're talking about something to address the chat, that's going to go down just a little bit, like just a little bit. But again, I will still do everything I can to say my hellos to anybody that hangs out with us tomorrow night and to go forward. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? Courtney Reed says that is the longest active losing streak. Well, hell yeah. Again, when Davey gets here, or if he gets here, be sure to let him know that. He would really find that interesting. Let's see here. We got Destiny. What's going on there, Destiny? How are you doing? Hopefully you are feeling better. And just get back to full health. Hopefully you're feeling better. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? Jamie, I'm so sorry, or I'm sorry, your Chiefs lost to the Bills. Birdie's Chiefs still rock. Oh well, Jamie, thank you so much for that. You've been the nicest or the nicest hater towards the Chiefs that I've dealt with for the past couple of days. So I appreciate you, Jamie. Jamie, you're the best. Let's see here. Okay. I got a little rule here, or not really a rule, but just something to address real quick. What do you think about the Scream 7 trailer if you saw it yet? Yes, Chester, I have saw the trailer. But here's what we're doing. We're going to be addressing that before we do the main topic tomorrow, the Halloween tier. Because how our live streams are going to work is we'll introduce everybody. We're going to go over what we're going to be talking about. And then we're going to cover quickly the popular horror news of the week that is leading up to our live stream. So Scream 7 definitely is going to be talked about tomorrow. So we're going to save our thoughts for tomorrow night. And then after we do our main topic of the Halloween franchise tier list, we'll have definitely voting opportunities, and you'll see us do like a speed round before we hop off the air, in which Brad's going to give more detail tomorrow night on how the live streams are going to be like formatted going forward. But just to give you all a little sneak peek, that's what it's going to be about. So Chester, I'm saving the Scream 7 trailer talk for tomorrow night, if you do not mind. The only thing I will give you, just since you did ask the question, thumbs up. That's all I gotta say. Let's see here. Destiny is wearing gloves, so she cannot greet everyone, but she's saying hi. Well, I'll relay the message there, Des. Destiny says hi to everybody in the chat. Hubby is a Chiefs fan, so I'm used to being gentle. Well, Jamie, I'm glad you are, because a lot of people do not have any love for the Kansas City Chiefs. You can ask Ashton. Let's see here. Rule, you don't know the rules. Well, Dean, I kind of know the rules if we're making the rules. There we go. But we try to be as good as we can with the rules. Davey Defray, what's going on there, Davey? Davey, Courtney Reed has an interesting fact about the Washington Redskins / the Commanders that you should ask him about. You would be really, really interested in it. So let's see here. All right, I think we are all good here with the hellos and just some of the little warm-up questions. So let me go ahead and ask you a question. And let's see here. I'm trying to grab it over here. It's falling. All right. I'm not going to show you exactly what's on this paper, but here are all my notes because I will still need a little help because I've kind of hit a little bit of a wall on chills and thrills because I'm thinking like months and months and even years in advance of particular horror movie themes that a month should belong to. I'll give you a couple examples of what I'm looking at just to kind of help you. I got like hospital horror movies, home invasion horror movies, back road horror movies. And so I have about like 90 here written down, right, staring right in front of me here. But I kind of like to have a little more. So I'm giving you all the opportunity to throw out some themes at me that I'm just like completely missed my mind, or they're just so unique that I need to dig down a rabbit hole to figure out horror movies that go with that particular theme. So I'm going to be quiet here and I'm going to let you all just go away or just shoot away. What are some interesting horror movie themes that you would like to see on a future Chills and Thrills month? And if I see one where I have not thought about, I will write it down, write your name down, and give you full credit for when I do tackle it in the future. Let's see here. Thank you to my wrench people for sharing links. You all are the best. Melissa says, I just saw Lost Boys Tribe, never seen it never seen it ever on Tubi. Oh, okay. Melissa, I will say very interesting fact here. One of my good friends in the YouTube horror community of Heather, she bought me the entire kind of like little franchise or trilogy of the Lost Boys with with the sequel and the trilogy of the Lost Boys. Unfortunately, I have not seen it, so hopefully I will get a chance to rip open that DVD and to watch it, because I definitely do want to kind of like just to tell Heather that I appreciate her for doing such a kind thing, and I need to pay that respect back. So let's see here. Ooh, what do we got here? Jamie kicking us off here. Vampire westerns like John Carpenter's Vampires, The Forsaken, Near Dark. Okay, so Jamie, you're going along with some of the vampire topics that you have already provided to me, because the ones you provided to me were regular vampires and action vampires. So I kind of like this idea with Western vampires. So I will go ahead and write that down and be sure you give full credit. Let's see here. So if I'm looking down a lot, because that's, or what in the world is my phone doing? So sorry about that. My phone was just absolutely being rude for no reason. So I am back. Let me know if you can hear me okay, because as you see here, working on my notebook here. So that's what I'm going to be doing if I'm like kind of looking down like that. So let me write down here of Western vampires. And this is going to go to Jamie Hart. And let's see here. And you said, let's see here, JC Vampires, Forsaken, and Near Dark. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. So let's see here. What else can we go with? Where else are you all are saying? Um, Dean says Brett found footage horror. Dean, I already got found footage. I already got me a solid lineup for that particular theme, in which I gotten so much from the found footage of that particular theme. I can do two or three parts of it. So we got plenty of found footage horror. Oh, Vampires 1998 is a good movie, and Jamie likes vampires. And actually, funny enough, on Halloween, I got to watch John Carpenter's Vampires because I owed a favor to one of our followers, Denise, a very good friend, and she recommended that movie, and she has been telling me for months to watch that movie. And I decided Halloween was the best time to watch it, and I had a really solid time with it. Let's see here. Not scary movie, but I like Once Bitten with Jim Carrey in it. He is a vampire, and hmm, I wonder. Once, okay, yes, I do have Once Bitten written down in the vampire kind of like the category of that. So yeah, so if y'all have particular movies, I will let you know if I've included the movie on like my themes or on my notes. If you throw a movie out there that I haven't even think about, I'm going to write it down and assign it to the right group. So anything you all can do to help me out with chills and thrills, 110% appreciated. All right, let's see here. Winter themed horror, The Shining, The Thing, Underworld, Whiteout. I could come up with more time to think. And Jamie, that is a good one, but I definitely do have the winter themed on lockdown, but I appreciate that. Van Helsing. Ooh, I don't think I have Van Helsing down. So let me write down the movie Van Helsing. Melissa says, BrettMan, are you going to go see Scream 7 in February? Absolutely, I am, Melissa. Scream is one of my personal favorite franchises, and I'm always going to be there day one. So, let's see. Oh, sorry, something popped up real quick. Sorry about that. So, yes, absolutely, I'm going to go see Scream 7 in the theater. And if it's available in 4DX, hell, I'll go see it in 4DX because with me, with Scream, I like to go see it twice in the theater. Once just to be a fan, and the second one to break down everything I see and to see kind of like the footprints that the killer has kind of like left in order to say, hey, that was the moment where I should have realized that was the killer. So I'm excited. We'll see what Scream 7 does in February. Let's see here. We got Keelan. What's going on there, Keelan? From Kill the Credits. How are you doing, Keelan? And of course, as soon as I join, someone orders 6 burgers. Well, Disney, tell them that they need to cut out the carbs, or just the junk food, and just say, no, you only deserve one hamburger. But hey, 6 burgers means more money, so I say take the money. Do you guys consider Sin City horror? Um, hmm. That's a good question because one, I have not seen that movie, so it's really hard for me to say. But what do you think, Chad? Do you think Sin City is a horror movie? Let Jamie know. Melissa says same, and I also Ready or Not, Here I Come had Catherine Newton in it. Hmm. Oh, okay. I know what you're saying. Ready or Not, Here I Come, meaning like that. Is that the name of the official sequel to Ready or Not? Is Here I Come or Here I Come? Because that would be a really good kind of like subtitle for a sequel title there. So I'm excited for Catherine Newton and for Samara Weaving just to kick ass together. Are they going to be a mother daughter relationship or a sister relationship? I'm really interested in it, and I cannot wait for it to come out in the theater because I'll go to that movie as well. You know, Destiny, that's true. More money for corporations and not me. And I think that's a damn shame because, again, I feel like our fast food workers definitely need more money. So I agree. Uh, let's see here. Chester says, do you consider They Live as a horror? Because despite Roddy Piper puts the glasses on and then people turn into aliens. You know what, Chester? Because I'll tell you this. Oh, and Jamie also just brought it up too. Alien horror would be a good one. And yes, I have it on the list, but I don't even have a single movie in that category because my mind is just blank. Because I'm trying to do alien horror movies, not like Alien and Aliens, because I got that for a particular topic called like sci-fi horror in space. So you all just let me know if you could think of good alien horror movies. Let me know because I will love to read them. What, Brett? You need to see Sin City and the sequel. It's so good. Jamie, is that the one with Bruce Willis and Jessica Alba in it? Is that the Sin City you're talking about? Because the other thing I'm thinking about is Alan from The Hangover, just like Sin City. I love that movie. And oh, Chester, to go back to your question, yes, I do consider They Live's a horror movie with the elements that you just talked about, and I did have that written down, but I just didn't know the particular topic to put it in or the theme to put it in. But I think we're on to something here. So, let's see here. I'm writing it down real quick. Let's see here because They Live will be a phenomenal idea to headline that particular theme. Let's see here. Jamie, you said The Raft. Okay, let me write that down. That never heard of that one, but again, I'm always up for suggestions here. Melissa is not a fan of sci-fi alien movies, which again, that's okay. I'm not the biggest of them either, but when one really just hits, it really hits. And for me, that's just the original Alien from 1979. Absolutely love that movie. Easily prefer it over Aliens. The Raft has Charlie Sheen already sold and Sherilyn Fenn. Okay, so I am definitely down to write that down. Keelan, have you thought about doing an A24 month? Good shit, my friend. So let me see here. I like it. See here, A24. Let's see here. What some movies are you mentioning here? Because Green Room. I've been thinking about where to put Green Room, so we can do Green Room. Hereditary, Midsommar, and X. And I actually have those three movies in different categories already. So if we can think about more A24 movies to add for that theme, that would be amazing. Chester enjoys some of the sci-fi alien movies. Hell yeah. Brother Fluff, what's going on there, Brother Fluff? How are you doing? Saying legal question: if a fat dude offers to come down my chimney, is it sexual harassment? Um, well, if you kind of think about that one DoorDash girl that just opens the door and takes a picture of a naked person, that is sexual harassment. Um, if y'all heard that crazy story with DoorDash with that DoorDash delivery person, but to answer your legal question, no, it is not sexual harassment, but it's very easy trespassing. So let's go with trespassing more than sexual harassment on that. Ooh, there we go. Keelan, my boy. Let's see here. Tusk, which I'm sure I think I have that in another category, but I'll write it down just in case and check my notes. Talk to me is a big one, so I will definitely write that down. The Vivitch, already got that in the category. Talk to me. Uncut Gems, all 24. But Jamie, is Uncut Gems a horror movie? Because I'm still trying to stay with the particular theme of horror, and or it just has like horror elements to it. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Jamie, that movie is phenomenal. I definitely think I'm trying to remember the kind of particular year it came out, but when I think ain't that 2018? If it was 2018, that's my favorite movie of 2018. Everything, everywhere, all at once. It actually teared me up at the end of it. So very good movie, but I don't think necessarily that's a horror movie. Destiny says men, and yes, men definitely was A24, so I am writing that down, and that will be a great watch party just to see a lot of people going, what the fuck did I just watch? So that will be a fun one. So good call there, Destiny. Still haven't seen it. Okay. Yeah, Men definitely does tackle a dark subject in it, but just the last act of the movie just really makes you just go, what the hell did I watch? Like, it's a beautiful cinematography film, and the lead actress, I think her name is something like Jessie, like Brackley, or I almost said broccoli, Brackley or something like that. So somebody could correct me in the chat. But she was absolutely phenomenal in that movie, and the movie is so beautiful to watch because of the cinematography that went behind it. Antlers. Is Antlers an A24? Because if it is, that will be another really good one. Or I'll just write it down with movies. Because I did enjoy Antlers, and I do remember watching it in the theater on Halloween Day. Because from my memory, was lamb horror. Well, if something dark happened to a lamb, I would consider that horror. For the official answer, I do not know. Keelan says the lighthouse. I do. I think I had the lighthouse in a particular category. If not, I'm going to go ahead and write it down for A24. Wait, was it A24? Here, I'll write it down just in case. Frank, what's going on there? Frank says, are parked blocking a drive through? Hmm. No, I'm not parking in a drive-through. That would be inconsiderate of me to do that. So I'm in a parking lot, and I'll prove it. See, I'm not driving. I don't text while drive. So nothing like that. So we're all good. I'm not breaking any laws. So and since I got Davey and Keelan in the chat, just as a friendly reminder, just a little over on Chills and Thrills. On November 22nd, I will be doing a Thanksgiving 2023, which that's the year it came out. Thanksgiving, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving watch party with my special guests of Keelan and Davey Defray. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And Davey, I do need your new logo so I can update the thumbnail on that. So when you get a free moment, my friend. So let's see here. Oh, Keelan's saying bodies, 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 and Heretic. And Keelan, I got those two movies in different categories, but both of those movies are good mentions, with Heretic being amazing. Bodies, bodies, bodies. Extremely disappointed in that movie for me, because it's just that movie was not made for my kind of demographic. It's not made for me, and I can respect it, but I was expecting it to be something else, especially when you're using the tagline, this is the biggest thing since Scream. To me, that was not smart marketing. Yeah, but Frank, I'm just glad to see you here. Hopefully, you and Darren are doing great things over at the Slaughter Lamb Movie Podcast. I've seen you all are just extremely hard at work on that channel and on your all's individuals channels. So, my wrench people, if you can share Frank's individual YouTube channel in the comments down below, I'm sure he would greatly appreciate it, and appreciate if you subscribe to his individual YouTube channel. Let's see here. Aaron Click, what's going on there, Aaron? How are you doing? We are just chilling, thinking about movie themes for chills and thrills that I have not thought about yet, or even movies I haven't even begun to thought about placing in a particular theme. So if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments. And we got about 20 minutes left, so we still got plenty of time. Saint Maud and It Comes at Night. I do have Saint Maud written down, but I do not have It Comes at Night. That's all I got for A24. So I'll write down It Comes at Night. And I think you said earlier a killing of a sacred deer. So I'll write those down for A24. All right, perfect. Let's see here. Jamie says, "What about possession horror, like Amityville Horror 2, the Exorcist movies, Emily Rose, and etc.?" Yes, Jamie, I definitely do have possession horror in. For the original Amityville Horror, the original one that is, I have it for a particular theme called Famous Horror Movie Houses. Is where I got that particular one. But you're going to be happy about this, Jamie. The Amityville Horror remake, I do have it under the category for possession horror for some of the movies. For one of the three or four or even five movies we'll watch for that particular theme. So I definitely have Amityville Horror on that list. And I'll write down the ones, definitely Amityville Horror 2. I will write that down because I hear good things about that one. Perfect. All right, let's see here. You could do a low budget horror month, like Sharknado level movies. Oh, two for the price of one there, Keelan. Let's write that down. Low budget. And let me make sure I give you credit for Keelan. Okay. And then also you gave me a great idea for a Sharknado month. So I like that one. And I know Heather, because Heather is a huge fan of the Sharknado movie. So I know she would be very interested in that month. Let's see here. So all right. Oh, I don't need that. There we go. So what else y'all got for me? House horror. That's a good one. Yeah, I just was thinking about it. Like I was looking at pictures and I saw one in particular showing off all of these houses. So like I was like, horror movie houses would be a great theme. So definitely doing that one. Let's see here. Asylum April, all knockoff horror films. All right, definitely will write that one down there, Davey. Thank you, my friend. Let's see here. I'll definitely do some research on that because you got me very, very intrigued on that one. Alrighty, so let's see here. What else we got? you're, Desi, you're fucking crazy. Let's see here. No Nut November and have it include movies with nut allergies. you you cut that out. That's fucking hilarious. Let's see here. AKA Hereditary and Final Destination. Oh my God, you are not right. Even though those are two prime examples of what you can do for that. That is absolutely awesome. Keelan says Sharknado is actually good if you're a 6-pack in. Oh, come on, Keelan. You got to go way harder than that. What about 12-pack? How good is Sharknado when you just are drinking for a 12-pack? Damn, this chat just turned sexual all of a sudden. No Nut November is what hubby gets when he doesn't shave. Well, hubby, all I'm saying, your call, your move, my friend. Let's see here. Foreign horror theme. Hmm. Wait a minute, I wonder. Because that's a good one, Keelan. So let me check my notes here because I thought I'd written that down. No. Oh, I had a good question for you all too, because I know I can always count on the amazing horror community to answer all kinds of problems and or come up with solutions. Let's see here. Okay, Keelan, I do have Italian horror and Spanish horror already written on my list, but you do made me think of something. I need to add Japanese horror to it. So let me go ahead and write that down because that would be a good one to tackle. All right. So let's see here. Creature horror themed, Chester said. And Chester, that is a really good one. And I actually was struggling with that one a little bit. So do you have any particular movies in mind so I can kind of use that as a building block to try to finalize that particular theme? So let me go ahead and write it down and give you full credit for that one. I am I am so sorry. That's the second time. Like all I'm doing is just holding my phone regularly. Maybe my phone's getting hot. So let me try to like kind of like where the air just goes back into it. So let's try it that way. So I am so sorry for that. Technical difficulties here. All right, so let's see here. As I was rudely interrupted by technology, Chester, I will write down your creature idea and give you credit for it. All right, let's move on. Real men don't care about chair or hoss. Here we go. Anthology theme. Yes, Keelan, I definitely have anthology theme written down, and I've already got four good anthology theme movies in the lineup. No Nut November equals ruining your sheets with miraculous wet dreams. Well, Freddy Krueger will just come out and we're going, how's that for a wet dream? Davey, you ridiculous. Korean horror. Okay, Keelan, I'll at least write that down for you. So let's see here. See, I knew I can count you all for just thinking of things that I haven't even begun to think about. All right, let's see here. Here I am. I'm back. I'm back. The Black Lodge. Yes, Jamie, I definitely have the Black Lodge under the winter theme. So let me write that movie down just in case if I accidentally missed it, but I definitely had that in mind when thinking about winter horror movies. Here, I'm trying to write so I don't lose my place with you all again. All right. Brett looks like Brett is adding kidnapping slash disappearance horror to his list. Ding, no lie, I do have kidnapping horror as a particular topic that I thought about. With a lot of good horror movies that involve kidnapping. Tremors and the Fly remake. Ooh, okay, Chester, I see where you're going with that. Thank you, my friend. The hot phone, that's the porno version of the black phone. Now, Davey, God, I was about to ask how it was, but I don't think that's just something we talk about on air. So I'm just gonna hang up on that one. How about the glam horror remake era? 13 Ghosts, House on Haunted Hill, The Haunting. Jamie, I do have horror movie remakes as a particular category, but what I can do is I can add the 2000s remakes to that just to differentiate it a little bit. So I do like that idea. Let me go ahead and write that down for you, Jamie. All right, there we go. You got House on Haunted Hill and The Haunting. And The Haunting. Thank you so much for that. Highest grossing horror of the last 4 decades. I do like that one. I'm sure a lot of those movies will be kind of like, already mentioned in particular themes, but if there's just one where I can't think of a theme, that could be an interesting idea. All right, I've gotten so much notes, I have to go to blank sheet number 2. Eli Cortez, what's going on there, Eli? How are you doing? Hopefully, all is going well with you. See here. That's a Twin Peaks reference, not a movie. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, dang gummit. See here. Brooke has Valentine's horror for February. Hard Eyes, My Bloody Valentine, and Valentine. I kind of didn't want. I don't like just like give you all like I like the anticipation to build for particular themes, but I will go ahead and give this one since you all have been great for Fright Bites episode 16 with helping out with chills and thrills, themes and movies and all of that. So Brooke, I'll be happy to tell you February is Valentine's Day horror films, and you got 3 of the 4 movies that I was going to watch. I don't think you're going to guess the fourth one, but Jamie should know what the fourth one is because I already talked with her about being a special guest for that particular watch party. But you did nail the big 3 of those 4 for February. So there you go. You figured it out, Brooke. You broke the code. Let's see here. Do you have body horror category? Yes, I do, Jamie. And with the substance being the lead movie with that category, definitely do. And that's going to be a very interesting theme for a very interesting month. So I will definitely use that in the future. Ooh, when you do a winter or snow lineup, find a place for never hiking the snow. Well, Keelan, what I can do for that is I can maybe do like a special episode of Chills and Thrills to watch Never Hike in the Snow because that's definitely one of my top Friday the 13th fan films out there in the fan film era of Friday the 13th. Ooh, Jamie loves Valentine. So very interesting. So I'm if you're interested, Jamie, I can get you on for that watch party. You just let me know. No, Davey, Brooke already mentioned Valentine. So we're looking at something different other than Valentine, Hard Eyes, and My Bloody Valentine, the original. Brooke says the Love Witch or Cupid, or the Love Witch or Cupid. Both of those are not it. I do have the Love Witch in a particular category because I do really enjoy that movie. Eli, I bet Jamie saw that in the theater. I will bet all my money on that, Eli. The Love Witch deserves more love. I'm a fight for that movie, and you know what, Jamie? I can help you fight the good fight with that movie as well. All right. I am not seeing anything else, and it is 2:51, so I will cut this short. We can maybe do a part two of this in the future. So I definitely love this idea. If I can't think of anything particularly to talk about, I will love to continue doing these right here because I love getting your all's insight on these recommendation for themes and recommendation on movies. And I'm definitely going to write Cupid down too because Cupid, I have not seen that movie. So, Brooke, that was a good suggestion there. All right, perfect. So, all right, let me go ahead and wrap this up with kind of like what's everything going on with me streaming wise this week. So, we finished Fright Bites episode 16, which is great success. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we begin the new era of Good Real Hunting with Good Real Life episode 1. So, the Good Real Lives in the past, again, forget the past, they no longer exist. They will go into our old school playlist that I will be creating for the channel. So if you want to go back to the past, you're more than happy to. But from here on out, we're going looking for the future, and we're pretty much almost just starting over from fresh, so we can try to get a hold of this new algorithm and the plans. So that's tomorrow night. Good Real Life episode 1, Halloween franchise tier list, and you all will have voting opportunities on that tier list. So that's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Let's see here. What else do I have this week? Nothing Friday. Saturday, I'm going to be pretty busy because Saturday at 6:15 p.m. I will be a special guest on Braden Timmons' channel along with Misael as we talk everything about Predator Badlands. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then this Saturday will be Chills and Thrills Blood Giving, which is continuing. That's the theme for Thanksgiving horror movies. And me and my special guest, Matt Fauci, we will be watching Blood Rage from 1987, which Destiny told me that is available on YouTube. So everyone should have access to it, and this should be a great watch party for this Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And Eli, thank you so much for sharing that link. Thank you. And before I end the stream, let me look into the chat to see what the results of the poll are. Ooh, 53%. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to look at the poll. The poll showed that you all had a tight race where you all chose the killer wins over the final girl. I thought the final girl was going to win, but that is crazy. You all think that the killers would win. And guess what? The chat's spoken. I've officially spoken. Unfortunately, have to get back to work, so I'm going to get back to work. Hopefully, you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow night for a beginning of a new era of Good Real Hunting. See you all tomorrow night.